Aquarius, hello, my love. So I decided to go ahead. Hold up, Aquarius. Oh, what is in my eye? Every time I feel like I start, you guys, I'm doing something with my glasses or scratching my eyes. So some of you may need to get your eyes examined because it seems like it happens a lot with Aquarius. Just saying, if you're having any issues, go get checked out, Aquarius, especially with your eyesight. I decided to do Tough Shit Tarot. And what this is going to do is show us what we need to release going into 2022. What do you not need to carry with you into the new year? And Tough Shit is a very honest deck, so that's why I chose it. And then we're going to go ahead and do a follow-up card or a couple of cards with Sacred Self-Care by Jill Pyle. And this is literally like, what do you need to focus on yourself as far as moving into the new year with self-care? So let's see. Aquarius, what do we need to release for 2022, the new year? What do we need to let go of? Aquarius. What do we need to let go of in the new year? All right. Let's see. Ooh. A lot of people have been getting this card, and this is cut the shit. This is about being dishonest with yourself and your feelings. And this could be trying to hold certain elements of yourself away from people where you're not wanting to share, but it's showing that you're not being honest about who you are or what you really want out of life. Also, too, it could be making decisions or doing certain things for validation from other people. Let's see. You'll shoot your eye out. This could be about getting your eyes examined too. And was I going ahead and was I doing the left eye or the right eye? I can't even tell. I can't remember. But this is about doing something or trying to live a certain way just for validation from other people because you want to be seen a certain way. Could also be worried about what other people are going to say about you. Perfectionism, wanting to be seen as somebody who has their shit together. Things have to be perfect or you're not going to put them out there. Could be overindulging in food, self-medicating, emotional eating. We also have some of you need to take a trip. Your environment needs to change. Some of you are going to be walking away from friendships and showing that certain friendships are no longer going to support who you are. There also is this issue of living in your heyday. Some of you may be thinking about when you were, the shit, when you were on a pedestal, when people were paying attention to you. And it looks like that may be changing, and some of you are having a harder time with that. And it looks like that some of you are taking too long to make a decision. You're putting yourself in a position of replaying things, and you're not moving forward. And it's because you're stuck. You may have made a decision and you're not really sure if it was the right decision for you. Some of you, I feel like that you're dealing with an energy of it wasn't the best decision for you. And instead of correcting it, you're kind of just sitting in it, which maybe you need this time. So let's see. Let's start from the beginning. Being dishonest with yourself, this is kind of showing that a lot of you are putting who you are and what you want to the side for other people. And I know that this may be this energy of, no, I'm not, because I hear it. As soon as I said it, I feel like an Aquarius is going to be like, no, I'm not. But for some, if you really look at the grand scheme of things, some of you are watching people around you live their best life while you're kind of putting yourself in this box. And it's because, well, I can't do that, or I can't live like that, or I don't want to be like that. There's also this thing too that there is this thing of forgiveness that maybe you need to forgive yourself, forgive other people so that you can move on because it's almost a stagnation thing. It's like I'm not really being honest with my emotions. Some of you want to scream, you want to punch somebody, you might want to, stab them. I have a friend that throws knives. Maybe there's a few people you want to throw knives at, but because you can't do that, you're putting this back in the pocket somewhere. But the energy is still there. So for a few of you, if you're holding on to any type of resentment or animosity with some people, I feel like that you need to kind of let that go. Some of you, it's showing that you made some bad decisions in 2021. The shoot your eye out card is literally a bad decision. And this card speaks about doing things dangerously or unnecessary for validation. And it's showing that you may have made a decision that wasn't the right decision for you. And it could have been that maybe you were trying to prove something to other people, but it is showing that you regret it. So there's an energy of, what am I holding on to in 2021 that didn't work out for me, that I need to go ahead and make peace with it and let it go. And some of you are going to come to this conclusion of whatever you put back there in your pocket that you thought maybe I can just forget about it and move on, it's still lingering with you. It's still that energy. So if you're you, I feel like that you're going to be going back in, and it could be where that card about decisions, about being stuck in a decision, is because of something that maybe happened in 2021 that needs to be corrected, and maybe you're not sure how to correct it. A few of you, definitely, I feel like there's a pull away from friends, because it's showing that there's certain people that no longer work with you anymore. They don't connect with your energy. They don't connect with your vibes. Some of you are going to have people that walk away from you. The validation card is on top of this. Be careful that you're not holding on to people because you feel like, I don't want to let them go. If they don't bring anything to your life, if you're not bringing anything to their life, then it's time. It ran its course. For a few of you, whatever happened in 2021 ran its course. If there's friendships that ended, that walked away, Spirit is like, let them go. They're saying it's time for you to seek friendships that actually bring something into your life that makes you feel happy, that makes you feel good, that makes you feel positive. And for a few of you, there's going to be more than one person that you pull away from, or more than one person that pulls away from you, because there's a shift in your vibration that's happening. Some of you too, there's going to be a move or a change in your environment where you're moving away from these people. So you won't have to deal with them, but you will have to go ahead and let go of the energy. So I feel like letting go of any animosity that is holding you back. If there was a bad decision that was made in 2021, forget about it, forgive, and move on, because it looks like that whatever it was, it ran its course. It may not have gone in your favor. Some of you, there could have been some conflict with some people, but it wasn't worth your energy. So Spirit is like, let them go. If they don't want to be with you, if they don't want to work with you, if they don't want to do business with you, if they don't want to break bread with you anymore, let them go. And for some of you, this is going to be you feeling that way. I don't want to break bread with you. I don't want to be with you. I don't want to keep this friendship going. I'm going to let you go. We also have constant perfectionism. Now, this is about wanting to do things, but you don't want to put them out there unless they're perfect. I want to be seen as perfect. I want to be seen that things are in order. I want to be seen as structured. And it's showing for a few of you that you may be having issues with this energy of not putting things out there or not doing what you really want to do because maybe it doesn't fit into that bubble that you created for it. Change is coming, but I feel for some, this could be causing mental illness or either physical illness, and it's almost because it has to be my way. It has to be done this way. It has to be in this order, or else I don't feel right. Some of you are stuck. You've been like hitting a brick wall, going to the brick wall, hit it, bounce back, hit it, bounce back. Maybe it's time to walk around the wall and see if there's a different way to get over it. But there's something with a person who's saying, I only want to go through this wall if I can do it this way. But there's multiple ways to get around this wall, to climb it, to go around it. Some of you, I feel like whatever you're stuck on, Spirit is going to help you move past that. But there may be this thing of, kind of beating a dead horse. Like, you keep going back to something and trying to get it to move forward, and it's not there. The door doesn't open. It's not your door. Then we have something with food. We have either food, drinking, drugs, overindulgence in something that is like self-medicating. What can I do to make me feel better? I haven't had the best of year. And it looks like for some of you, 2021 wasn't your best year at all. There's this thing of, let me do something that just makes me feel better. This could be sex. This could be food. This could be, video games. But it's showing an overindulgence that may be deflecting you from actually completing goals. Some of you need to complete things because you were supposed to do things in 2021 that you didn't complete. And it could have been because of emotional discord. But for some of you, it's almost like you sat on top of something, you thought about it, but you never completed it. This could be going back to school. This could be getting a new job. Some of you could be in a very unhappy relationship that's toxic, because I feel like there's this cycle of going back and forth with something that is really not good for you, and then overindulging in food or drink or sex to make you feel better. But it's showing that you need a healthy release, not a toxic release, but a healthy release. We also get too, definitely a vacation or move or something that's coming in. Some of you, if there's any clutter or anything in your environment, you need to clean it. Stagnation is there, attracts low level vibration spirits. So if you have clutter, throw it away. If you haven't used it for a whole year, throw it away. We also have taken too long with decisions. What should I do? What should I do? This could be doubting yourself too. You may have already made a decision. Somebody comes in, talks to you, and you're like, maybe I don't need to do that. There's this thing too of not letting other people think for you. Moving into 2022. If it's an idea that you want, do it. Don't wait for somebody to come in and give you a pat on the head and tell you yes. Some of you are stuck in situations because you're waiting for some type of validation from your peers, from your boss, from your lover. Oh, you're doing good. Let me give you that pat on the back or the pat on the head. You don't need it. Some of you are not going to get it from this person, but it's showing that you need to kind of take the reins and go ahead and do things the way that you want to do and be honest about it. This is what I need to do for me. It has nothing to do with you. Some of you are connected to people or situations way longer than what you need to be. And it could be because you feel obligated to these people, but you're not. They don't have an obligation to you. Some of you are holding on to people that would not even cross the street for you. We also have, too, that for a few of you, there was a time where you were in the spotlight or the limelight, or people were looking at you, or there was some accolades that came your way, and you're not getting that same energy. And some of you are waiting for that energy to come back in, but it's almost like you're stagnant and waiting for people to come and meet you there. There's people that have moved on. So if you're waiting for some type of accolade, Spirit is like, don't. It's time for you to go ahead and step out and make whatever you want happen, happen. Don't wait for somebody else to do this. You don't need anybody to pat you on the back. You don't need anybody to tell you you're doing a great job. You need to go ahead and complete the goals and live your life for you. So for a lot of you, be prepared. Some of you are going to cut ties with people, or you're going to have people that cut ties with you because you don't need them. You don't need them. You may have become codependent in some environments on people, but Spirit is like literally you're walking into your energy. The strength was already there. Everything that you needed was already there, Cappy. Oh my God, this be Cappy. Aquarius. Some of you can be dealing with a Capricorn now. But I'm getting that there's an energy of being honest with yourself, taking better care of yourself, especially when it comes to eating and the things that you're putting in your body, and also about completing, making a decision based on what you want and what's going to make you happy. Going into the new year, it needs to be about you, Aquarius. It needs to be about you. If it's not, some of you are going to get caught up in this cycle again, waiting for somebody to come and pull you along. And Spirit is saying that you're strong enough to do it for yourself. Let me see. Yeah. Yeah. This definitely 2022 is about finding your strength, having your own voice, and living the life that you want to live, Aquarius. It's going to be good for you. It's going to be good for you. And I want to keep saying Cappies. Some of you could be dealing with a Capricorn person that you're disconnecting from. There may be an issue. I either hear fire or earth. So Leo, Sagittarius, what is it? Or either Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. So some of you definitely are going to be feeling that energy coming in. So I wish you the best, Aquarius. I love you. Remember, it's all about you going into 2022. And it's nothing wrong with it. It's not selfish. It's not self-centered. It's about finding your power and walking in your own power without needing somebody to validate you or tell you that you're powerful. All right, my loves?